Who's the most impressive rookie to you this year? You think will be?
Well,
oh, go ahead, Mark.
Oh well, I mean, I'm not gonna say the most impressive, but I'm gonna name a name that you didn't mention because I want to say the obvious. 'Cause I think the obvious one is probably Bijan Robinson. I think he's gonna be really good in Atlanta. They have a good run scheme there. They have a good offensive line. He's gonna excel there. But I'm gonna go off the grid here and name somebody you did not mention, who I think is gonna have an impact year one. How about Zay Flowers for the Baltimore Ravens? Round one, he's the guy that I wanted in Kansas City. So I'm not even going to act like he's not him just because he's not on Kansas City. I wanted him. I think he's a good route runner. He has good hands. He has good yak ability. And I think with that new system there in Baltimore, they got a new OC. They're going to spread the ball out more, make Lamar more of a pro passing quarterback, which he did in college. He can pass the ball, people. It was just Greg Roman wouldn't really let him show his full potential and that ability. Now you got OBJ there. Right, you got guys returning from injury. You still got Mark Andrews, a solid old line. I think there's room for Zay Flowers to really excel, especially in that slot position there in Baltimore.
That's a good pick, Mark. I ain't even gonna cap to you. That's a great pick right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my man Lou go ahead and rock with his boy. Because you got the jerseys in the back, so I'm gonna let you do your thing on him.
Oh,
but now it's crazy. I'm not even. Oh, what's up?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with. I hate that this team drafted him because this team is in my division. JSN from Ohio State.
I knew you were going there.
I couldn't stand when the Seahawks drafted him, man. I couldn't stand it. It makes me cringe that Pete Carroll know what he be doing in the draft. JSN, man. The Seahawks may have, by the end of the year, because of him, the Seahawks is probably going to have one of the top 3 receiving cores in the league because of JSN. JSN, man, he's going to take that receiving core to a different level. You got Tyler Lockett, you got DK Metcalf. But JSN, man, how fluid he moves out of his route running, his hands, the way he can get open down the middle of the field, they're going to be moving him all around, man. Like, JSN is really going to be an issue for the league for years to come. And you just give Geno Smith more weapons. So it's like, I mean, I'm not happy that we got to deal with him 2 times a year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, he's not my first pick to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I wouldn't be surprised if JSN did win Offensive Rookie of the Year because how good he's going to be. And I just can't stand it. He's going to be with the Seattle Seahawks doing it. I hate it.
I'm going to go next. Lou, you can because we already know who you're going to pick.
Yeah, you know who you're going to pick. That's why.
That's the thing. I'm going to let y'all just
go ahead. All right, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You might be wrong.
I'm not going with AR. The QBs are the obvious choice. Like, that's the obvious choice. Just like Bijan was.
Huh? You ain't gonna do a TO? That's my quarterback. You ain't gonna do that?
Nah. I mean, that's my quarterback. Y'all see the jersey. That's my quarterback black. Y'all already know. Y'all already know my quarterback black. But anyway, I'm going somewhere else. I'm going with Darnell Wright, the right tackle that the Bears took in the first round to help protect Justin Fields. One of the big things last year was that offensive line was terrible. Justin Fields was literally running for his life. We saw that. I mean, dude was tremendous with his legs last year. But now you give him someone that can protect him on his right side in Darnell Wright, who was probably one of the best right tackles going into this draft this past year. So I'm picking Darnell Wright as the rookie that I think is going to make the biggest impact for the Chicago Bears.
So for me, I am going to go with someone on my squad, okay? I am rolling. Listen, last year, the most noticeable issue with the Dallas Cowboys defense was the inability to stop the run. So while I sat at the draft in April with my guy, Mark Gunnels, in Kansas City, by the way, and Mozzie Smith was announced, I didn't know. I didn't have no tape. I apologize, Mozzie, because I think Mozzie is going to be a stud in helping Dallas stop the run. I think that it is exactly what we needed. I'm glad that they put needs before my wants because there was a couple of folks still on the board that I really, really wanted. Nolan Smith. But you can't listen. It's a reason why, again, like I said, I'm not a GM. Again, I think that'll be the biggest thing that we notice here, being able to stop the run. Yes, Dallas and Dak had some bad moments during the season offensively. But as great as that defense is, there's no way that we can just have such a bad run defense. You know, we're priding ourselves on being a top defense. We will be by the end of the year with the defensive player of the year, might I add, heavy, because believe me, that Micah Parsons, he's coming for it. We already know. Boy, I almost said the P word. But that would have been bad. That would have been like my fifth shot. That would have been crazy. But I like Mazi Smith. I think that he'll have the biggest impact because he's just gonna make Dallas's defense that much scarier. He's gonna. It's gonna be hard to run. You got my cornerbacks sitting back there. You got Micah and D-Law rushing off the edge. Like, my defense is gonna be nasty, and I'm really happy about Mazi Smith. So that's the rookie I think is gonna make the biggest impact for me.